Hi, it's Ricky. It's been about 3 months and I moved to New York now, and I thought, hey, I feel like now's a good time to give an apartment tour. I was gonna do it earlier when the sun was still shining into my room, but instead I took a nap. But you know, it's okay, here we are. My room won't look as pretty as it could normally look, but it's fine. I'll add some clips of like my room with the sun later on. So I'll kind of just walk you guys through my apartment, and then I'll walk you guys through the amenities, and then I'll end the video talking about how I got the apartment and like the commission that I got, or like I tried to fight for or whatever. So yeah, let's get into it. Oopsies, I forgot to actually mention what type of apartment I live in. I live in an alcove studio. Here's the floor plan. Pause if you want to look at it a little bit more. But yes, now we'll get into it. Hello! So this is the entrance to my apartment. Here I have this cute little shoe rack. I like it because the kitchen's actually over there. I'll show you guys in a second, and I feel like it separates the space a little bit. On this side there's my closet. It's actually quite big. I have some storage up there, and then a bunch of clothing here. And I got this from IKEA. I feel like everybody has this drawer almost. And then some clothes on top and some towels, etc. It's pretty big. Like, I feel like I can fit all my clothes in here, but also I don't have that much clothes. Yeah, but this is the entryway. And then if we all walk a little bit forward, we get into the living room area. So this area is actually where I spend the most time. I really like either just like sitting here or sitting on the couch, moseying around. I like to do work here occasionally. I really like just everything about this like small living space. And to tell you guys where I got everything, this couch is from IKEA. It's very deep, which I cared about. That's something that I really wanted in a couch. These throw pillows are, I got the outside from Etsy, and then the stuffing inside is from Amazon. This couch is like $500, and then I think these pillows were like $20 each. This table is from Home Depot. It was about $150, but then because there's like some promotion going on with Amex Plaid, it was $100 off. And then because there's a scratch on it when I got it, I asked them to give me $50 off. So this table is actually free. And then this rug here is from USA Rugs. I'm pretty sure it was $150. I'll look it up for you guys and like put the actual price. But this rug, I love it. It's super soft. It doesn't pill, which is really important to me. I honestly didn't think I'd want, like, this rug's a little bit shaggier. I didn't think I'd want it, but I actually really like it. On the other side of the table is just like my TV, my sound bar, and this TV stand. I actually really like it. I like how the sound bar fits perfectly in like this little nook here. I didn't plan it, I didn't measure it at all. It just happened to work out. I feel super lucky and grateful. This TV is actually the first TV that I've ever bought. It was like, I want to say like $500. I actually don't really watch TV. This is more just like for when friends come over. And like occasionally if I'm gonna watch YouTube on the TV, which is pretty rare. And this is the TV stand that I got from Wayfair. I think it was like $200, not too much. Yeah. This is the next part of my room. It's mainly kind of just for aesthetics. There isn't too much going on. I have a couple of these plants, so Fiddly Fig that everybody knows. Mine's a little bit crooked. We're working on her. And a snake plant and a ZZ plant, because this is actually the first time that I bought plants. So I wanted 2 easy ones and one like that I can, like that is a little bit harder, but she still hasn't died, so we're doing well. And then here I have like some hydrangeas that I bought earlier this week. And this stand where I keep my Google Home that controls all my lights, a diffuser, and just like some dried things, and my watering can. Yeah, it's just a pretty simple area. I think it's really cute, especially when I'm taking mirror selfies. I can have like the plants on the side that I really like. And I've always just wanted a full-length mirror. They're actually quite expensive. This one was $300. It's bigger than the biggest one at IKEA, which is like $100. I just feel like having a really large full-length mirror makes your room seem, I don't know, a little bit more high or a little bit more luxurious, but it's still pretty simple. Yeah. So the next part of my room is actually the ugliest, in my opinion. It's just like where I actually do work. Because at some point my room has to look like a software engineer, because I am a software engineer. So I try to like not really show this in social media, just because I feel like it's ugly. I like to show the pretty parts of my room. But my table's from IKEA. This is a kitchen countertop, and then these are drawers. I think this one was like $150, and then these were maybe like $70 each. This chair is from Amazon. I just wanted a mesh chair because your boy's ass gets sweaty during the day, and I need one that has like, so my ass can breathe and not get sweaty. Yeah, I think that's it for this desk. There's not too much going on. The next part of my room is the bed! I get a lot of questions about this bed frame. It's from Floyd. I think it's super aesthetic and it's super modular, so it's really easy to move around. It was a little bit pricey. It was $900. It's funny because right after college, I slept on the floor for 3 years, so this is a very big step for me to actually have a nice bed frame. This lamp is from IKEA. I've always wanted one of the like 3-legged ones, but a lot of other brands with their 3-legged lamps like just weren't as cute as the IKEA one. And the IKEA one's actually cheaper. Like I think this one was like $50. And lastly, I got this nightstand over here from IKEA too. I think it's $50, but then it came with like a hole in the back of the wood. You can't see it, but it's in the back. It's really not a big deal. But then I called IKEA and I was like, there's a hole, and they're like, oh, okay, you can have it for free. So I was like, aight. The next part is the kitchen. It's really not that exciting. It's a pretty small kitchen, but I don't really cook that often. Here we have a stove with 5 burners, and then we have an oven, and a microwave, and the fridge, and the dishwasher, and the sink. I would say it's pretty spacious for me, but I know that people that cook more might not be super happy and want more countertop space, but I'm okay with it. And we have the bathroom. My bathroom is pretty small. It's really not that big. So here's the toilet, and then the sink, and then the shower. And that's it. And then behind these mirrors, there is a lot of space. And this one opens too. So for amenities, there's the laundry room, and it just has a bunch of washers and dryers. There's never been a time where I couldn't find a washer or a dryer when I was doing laundry. And there's also the gym, which actually is very well equipped, in my opinion, compared to like a normal apartment or hotel gym. It even has a squat rack and a good amount of weights. I think it's great, honestly. Like I don't use it now, just because I'd still rather go to like a commercial gym. But during the winter when it's a lot colder, I'll probably just use my apartment's gym instead. Now, as for how I got this apartment and how much it costs, the rent I currently pay is $4.1K, and that was with 2 months of concession. It's weird because basically I found this apartment and I called them to have a FaceTime tour, and we did the FaceTime tour, and then the leasing agent was like, hey, actually we're reducing the concession from 2 months to 1 month.
as officially of today, but because you talked to me yesterday, I'll be willing to make the concession 2 months, just because that's originally what you called on. And I honestly do believe that the leasing agent was being honest with me and not trying to just like, you know, force me into signing that day, because he was like, if you don't sign today, then we can't give you the 2-month concession anymore. Because they also updated it on Street Easy, and it was also during a time where every place I called was actually lowering their concessions. So I ended up signing the day I saw the tour. I never saw the place in person, and I moved in, and I think it's really worth it. I know that 4.1K is a lot for a lot of people. I actually lived in shoe boxes for the past 3 years, and this is kind of like me splurging a little bit. I know the price mainly comes from the view, and honestly a very big space relative for New York, and the location. I'm actually right next to Union Square, so you know, like it's literally a minute walk to the subway. I'm a minute walk to Walgreens, Whole Foods, to everything. Honestly, there's nothing that's not within a couple minute walk. I love it. I think it's worth it, but I also understand it is considered more on the pricey side, but I do think it's worth it. So yeah, I think that's really all I have to say about my apartment. Feel free to leave questions or comments, or give me any, I don't know, advice on how else to decorate. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you apartment hunt, apartment search, or just find out more about my life. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.